At the welterweight limit of 147 pounds, with a record of 46 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no decision. He has 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Currently ranked the WBO number 3 welterweight world contender. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's future Hall of Famer in his 21st world title appearance. Here is the 4-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, introducing Sugar Shane Mosley. And his opponent across the ring, the defending champion, fighting out of the red corner, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing blue trunks with white and red trim, from Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in at a ready 145 pounds with a record of 52 wins, 3 losses and 2 draws. He has 38 wins coming by way of knockout. Widely recognized as one of boxing's all-time greatest, here is the first and only 8-division world champion and current pound-for-pound king. Please welcome the fighting congressman and boxing's pride of the Philippines, introducing the defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, the one and only Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions, Kenny Bayless.
Okay, gentlemen, both of your trunks are very wide, so the upper half will be considered a clean punch. The lower half, I will caution you on. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up.
So here we go, folks. Our main event, Pacquiao, Mosley. Shane Mosley told us, I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I have more experience. He's never fought anyone like me. My only concern is that I have no concerns. And for Manny Pacquiao, can he continue his domination of bigger and heavier men? Can he stop Shane Mosley, a man that's never been stopped? And here we go.
You're too slow, Shane. You're too slow, Shane.
Manny Pacquiao understands very well that to rush in against Shane Mosley is a fool's mission. And you see him being cautious and careful even in how he attacks here.
Nice jab by Mosley. Straight left hand getting through for Pacquiao.
Of course, this crowd is more pro-Pacquiao, so they will roar with every potential punch that he lands. Well, Shane has some fans here, that's for sure.
It's been a while since Shane fought a southpaw, especially one of this on this level. So I'm interested to see how he adapts to the styles and the fact that that right jab is coming at him from the left side.
You know, with all the analysis that's been done leading up to this fight, that's one thing people haven't focused on that much.
Pacquiao missing with the right hook, goes back downstairs. Straight left hand to the body has worked early in this first round.
Less lateral movement from Pacquiao than we would have expected. He's kind of staying in the pocket with Shane Mosley.
Pacquiao, as Mosley told us, will have to come to him. Now Mosley lands a straight right hand to the body.
That was a solid right hand to the body, and Pacquiao answered with his own left to the body.
Strategically, the way this fight is being fought so far isn't bad for Shane Mosley because he's not getting the angles from Manny Pacquiao. And strategically, the way it's being fought could create a very exciting fight as well as it goes on.
Pacquiao looks like he's trying to figure out how to close the distance on the very quick and elusive Mosley, who has incredible amounts of power as well. Right hand by Mosley, blocked by Pacquiao.
Shane Mosley's positioning himself well. He's got his left foot outside the right foot of Manny Pacquiao and making it difficult for Pacquiao to get in position to land his punches.
End of round one.
Here we go. They didn't know you was ready, baby. Maintain your level. Just maintain your level for me. Keep that stick long. You're the taller man. Keep making them investments to his body. Keep touching him. Every chance you get, touch him under there. You'll see when it's time to drop the real shot in there. But it's behind that stick chain, and it's that angle. When you see him loading up for that loop, as soon as you turn him.
Isa lang. Dito lang siya lagi sa'yo. Sa kanan mo lang tumatakbo. Ngayon, pag-pick mo. Hata lagi. Ha? Pag umikot siya, saka doon mo bibitaw. Kasi di, isa lang, inikutan lang, isa lang. Okay, second down. Go, man. Go.
Round two, scheduled for 12 for the WBO World Championship. Manny Pacquiao, the champion, in blue. Sugar Shane Mosley, the challenger, in black. Two legends in the ring.
The competition these men fight is extraordinary. Pacquiao's case, those last 12 opponents have all been champions or former champions. And Shane Mosley's fought 15 different world titleists at various times in his career, so they are in always with good competition. Pacquiao's lunging with that left hand to the body, a bad move by him.
Yeah, it seems like he can't really measure Shane Mosley at this particular time. The jab seems to be ineffective, and I think Shane's speed somewhat has Pacquiao a little nervous. Not nervous, but a little, how would you say it? Cautious, right.
And there's a start of some combination punching by Pacquiao. Some are very surprised at, I think, probably the pace of this fight early. But I think this pace is helping Shane Mosley. People thought Mosley had to come out fast. What he had to do was come out and control the ring, which to some degree he's doing.
Come out smart. I mean, not fight harder, but fight smarter. And I think he's having some success.
Yeah.
But right now, it's still a fill-out round.
Yeah, exactly. And Pacquiao's probably a little busy.
Nice 1-2 combination by Mosley. Backs up Pacquiao. That straight left into the body, though. Ooh, beautiful three-punch combination now by Pacquiao.
And that got Shane Mosley's attention.
That's when Pacquiao's at his best.
Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
Both of these fighters are superb counterpunchers. And you saw when Shane Mosley went in and he threw the 1-2, he missed. And that will give Pacquiao opportunities.
Watch your heads, guys. Come on, watch it. Watch your head.
Accidental headbutt.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
So one thing we do not want to see, Kenny Bayless, the third man in the ring, experienced referee.
43rd world title fight. Continuing to go downstairs, making Mosley drop that right hand.
Manny Pacquiao's fighting, though, this fight more like he used to when he was down fighting Morales and Barrera and those fighters. Straight Mosley.
Now Pacquiao, right hook, followed by straight left hand.
Manny Pacquiao started to throw those excellent combinations that we know he's capable of. Starting out with the jab, then the right hand, left hand, and then the right hook behind it. And continuing to work with the jab. Here's where the heads bang together. Both men coming in with the heads. Thank goodness there wasn't a big cut from that. Pacquiao starting to get his rhythm in that last round, and I thought generally had a pretty good round.
And Manny Pacquiao's wife, Jinky. They have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. This is an old story for her. She's been ringside so many times.
It's safe to say that Pacquiao got Shane Mosley's attention in that round. He landed some good, solid shots in the second round.
And the part that I think is important is that he was punching in combination more than anything.
And when I look back at this fight, I thought my keys to victory was intensity. Can Shane Mosley match the intensity of Pacquiao? If he can't, it's going to be an uphill climb for him tonight.
Oh, nice right hand by Mosley. Backs up Pacquiao. Manny moving forward though. A lot of head and shoulder movement. Trying to get closer.
Here we go. Watch your hands, fellas.
The Mosley counterpunching is going to be the key in this fight. You know, we talked about it a little bit before, but he's shown some ability to nail Pacquiao on coming in. He's going to have to do that consistently in this fight.
You just wonder if Mosley at 39 can still pull the trigger. Pacquiao, that looping left hand.
See, right there, Mosley's going to have to throw combinations. I mean, you cannot expect to get Pacquiao out of there with one punch. You got to work. You got to work.
Part that interests me is that Pacquiao's not moving laterally that much in this fight. He's really attacking in a straight line, and he hasn't done that in recent fights.
In order to clear your cobwebs, you got to give yourself time.
Left hand by Pacquiao. Steps over Pacquiao's feet. 30 seconds to go. Can Mosley get out of the round? Pacquiao to the body. Just missing. And Shane Mosley is trying to hold on for dear life.
I'm not worried about that because I had a feeling.
Shane Mosley sent down for the 3rd time in his career by that straight left hand. It will come from Manny Pacquiao. Sets it up with a jab and a feint and lands a good straight left hand. And that punch hurt Shane Mosley. It wasn't just a knockdown that sent him down. Using the jab and the straight left hand, a classic combination, and Shane Mosley in trouble.
But it was that beautiful feint that he did before he did anything, and it froze Shane Mosley to give him enough time to get in with a solid 1.
Bella Gonzalez, Shane Mosley's girlfriend, with the look of concern in her eyes. Fourth round scheduled for 12 of the WBO World Championship. The champion, the great Manny Pacquiao in blue. The challenger, the great Shane Mosley in black.
Pacquiao's mission statement coming in here, at least according to Freddie Roach, was to score a knockout of Shane Mosley because nobody else had ever done it.
And that'll be the storyline in the morning if it does happen.
You're correct. Some uncertainty, I think, on Mosley's part right there and the way he lunged forward.
Mosley not moving his hands now, although he does land the jab.
The minute, another lice left. The minute Pacquiao started to throw combinations, this fight changed.
Mosley in a very dangerous area right now.
It seems as if Shane is covering up every time Mosley get into that fire zone, he's covering up instead of letting his hands go or countering or stepping to the side, left or right.
And in round one, Mosley was countering, but he stopped in the second.
Right hand getting through for Shane Mosley.
That was a beauty.
Pacquiao now with a great rhythm. Now there's a body shot by Mosley.
The Pacquiao jab's been so effective in this fight. It's helped since round one. It's been, I think, the thing that's changed this fight for him, even as a rangefinder.
Nice body shot by Pacquiao 50 seconds ago in the fourth, scheduled for 12 for the WBO World Championship.
Antonio hit on it when he pointed out that the feint was most important when he scored the knockdown. He gives you so many different looks in there. It's very hard to counter him.
Yeah, and that's a lost art in the game of boxing, feints. I mean, we still try to work on it, and I think all young boxers need to work on it because it's definitely a tool you can use in a fight like this.
Now Mosley answering. Looks like he got the left hook through at the end of the combination.
That's the first three-punch combination Mosley's thrown in this fight.
10 seconds ago in the fourth.
We got it now. See, ain't no problem, man. We a team. We a team. We compromise. Come on, I mean, like I said,
here is the slip that happened in this round. That Shane Mosley would hit the deck only because of balance. Certainly no knockdown there. And even though it was a round that Pacquiao probably won, there's the three-punch combination that we saw from Mosley. They didn't all land, but it showed us that when he opens up and when he puts his hands together, he could be effective. But he's going to have to do that a lot more, and he's going to have to counterpunch a lot more.
Seconds out!
Over 16,000 fans here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas for Shane Mosley and Manny Pacquiao. The WBO World Championship. Pacquiao the champion in blue, Mosley the challenger in black. Right hook landing for Pacquiao.
Pacquiao wearing yellow gloves. It's a sign of unity for a group in the Philippines helping to try and erase poverty, and that color is a unifying color in the Philippines. You see the punch numbers for Pacquiao. Now those are not the high kind of numbers we're used to from him, but they're still clearly, he's out punching Mosley in terms of number of punches more than 2-1. shot. Now that Mosley, apparently they clashed heads, I guess, and Mosley got the worst of it.
Yeah, if Mosley's going to dare to be great tonight, he's going to have to take these risks that a lot of people don't want to take, because it's a chance that you could get knocked out. But, you know, no risk, no reward. He got to lay his butt on the line tonight.
Yeah, you couldn't have put it better, Antonio. And there's that straight left again from Pacquiao. He's starting to get that punch in with regularity.
And I think something that'll help him tonight is, and no one has ever punched when Pacquiao punched.
Right.
I mean, give him something to worry about.
Double right hands to the body by Mosley. Mosley very defensive, as you mentioned, Antonio, in this fight so far.
Yeah, it seems like every time Pacquiao lets his hands go, Shane Mosley goes into a shell and waits for Pacquiao to stop punching.
And that doesn't work against Pacquiao. It was bad for Clottey, bad for Margarito, and bad for Cotto.
Now Mosley will step off.
Pacquiao's defense was once not very good when he was in the lower weight classes. It has now gotten to the point where it's good. He might not be Pernell Whitaker, but he's a good defensive fighter.
.30 seconds ago in the 5th round, scheduled for 12. Shane Mosley knocked down at 145 in the round number 3 from short left to the chin. Left hook getting through for Mosley. Mosley's keeping his hands up really high, Antonio.
And that punch got in while Pacquiao was throwing at Mosley. He has to take those chances.
Next. Pull that short. Okay. Damn, it's tight.
Beautiful. All right, now he's moving in one direction. You land the hook, you stop him, and
Ginawag lang.
left hand lands.
Isa lang yung ginatuyukan, isa lang ka direksyon, isa lang. Pero mutuyok ka, atataon mo siya niya, imong tilde, sigsag. 6 rounds, right?
So make it work with the feint. Attack first. Attack.
Again, this is where, and this has been a recurring theme in this fight, their heads would bang together. Shane Mosley got the worst of that one. Pacquiao's head went right on his eye.
All right, second, go!
6th round, scheduled for 12 for the WBO World Championship. Manny Pacquiao in blue, Shane Mosley in black.
Manny Pacquiao had Sean Porter, a very top 10 welterweight, sparring with him to simulate Shane Mosley, and I thought that was a very good choice for them, and they thought he was did a good job of being Shane Mosley.
And Naseem Richardson telling Mosley that they had figured it out now.
Well, one of the big problems is, figure it out or not, he's going to have to throw more punches, because he's being out the number of punches that Mosley is throwing. He's thrown 108 punches. Pacquiao's thrown 219. So it's going to be hard for Mosley to win throwing that number.
And to Mosley's credit, he came out this particular round and it's dictated with his jab. He's landed a couple of nice stinging jabs, but nothing behind it.
Pacquiao, those punches being blocked by Mosley. And uppercut getting through for Pacquiao.
Mosley has to take a stance when Pacquiao's coming and fire back at him and see what happens.
You know, this is not the most precise performance we've seen from Pacquiao, but he's winning these rounds on his sheer will and his punches. The number of punches and his will to come forward.
And he's piling up rounds.
Yes.
You know, right now Shane has dug himself in a little hole.
I agree.
Shane has not been taking risks. This is the same Shane Mosley we saw against Floyd Mayweather Jr.
After round 2 when he hurt him, to some degree it is.
Yeah, and that was a fight that really, leading up into this match, no one really spoke about. You know, but in the back of my mind, you know, Shane came in with the same type of confidence, and I wanted to ask him what happened.
It's as if Shane's looking for that one big counterpunch, but as you pointed out, Antonio, he's not counterpunching when Pacquiao punches.
Yeah, that's a risk right now that he hasn't been willing to take thus far.
Man's not happy with Shane Mosley right now. Pacquiao moving. Looking for an opening against a very defensive fighter that won't take any risks.
And Shane's a very clever fighter. That's why Pacquiao's percentage of landing is not as high as he'd like.
Right there, it looks like Shane landed the best right hand of the fight while Pacquiao was trying to land a right hook. He has to punch while Pacquiao punches.
Yep. Just not doing it enough.
Closing moments. Pacquiao Mosley.
So we're in good shape, no doubt. I know how juicy it is, so we're in good shape. All right? Here's what I need though, Shane. The knockdown got you defensive minded. Okay? I need you to settle down. You discovered the angle. It's real. You trust me on this now. I see it. Now I need you to trust me with that right hook. All right? You trust me on that turn. You see it vividly. I don't care what they were showing him on TV.
Well, honest talk from the Zim Richardson in the corner. And Manny Pacquiao attacking and landing a beautiful uppercut from an odd angle. And that was one of the best punches of the round by either fighter. Although Shane Mosley had a couple of good right hands mixed in that round. We'll see if that right hook can come from Shane Mosley. A looping right hand is what he wants, I guess. Zim Richardson.
7th round for the WBO World Championship. Manny Pacquiao, the champ, in blue, and Shane Mosley in the black trunks. Mosley, after being knocked down, has not been very active. Not a lot of opportunities for Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, you know, it takes 2 to fight, but at the same time, I commend Nassim Richardson on what he said in there. He's went into a defensive shell, and you gotta trust your trainer, and you have to trust yourself.
Freddie Roach, excuse me, calling for combinations by Manny Pacquiao down the middle.
You know, Margarito was able to hurt him with body punches. Pacquiao, Mosley has not gone to the body almost at all in this fight. On the press row, scoring, of course, unofficial. Tim Dahlberg of Associated Press, Chris Mannix of SportsIllustrated.com, and Lance Pugmire from the LA Times, all with a comfortable lead for Pacquiao. I have Pacquiao winning this fight as well. How about you, Antonio?
Same thing. I mean,
got him 59-54.
Yeah, the knockdown 2-point line.
Yep. And right now, Manny Pacquiao's shown 267 punches to 136 from Mosley. And I repeat that number because the sheer number of punches are the issue. Though that's a lot less than Pacquiao normally throws in fights.
Pacquiao getting a little more aggressive. Pacquiao has been the fighter that has moved forward since the very beginning.
Pacquiao has been circumspect in this fight, I think is a good way to put it, about attacking a lot. He's picked his spots and he has attacked, but he understands that there's the potential for the counterpunch from Mosley, and even though it hasn't come as much as he would have liked. Good left hand by Pacquiao.
I think even if it comes, I don't think Pacquiao right now is really leery of Shane Mosley's power because he hasn't really learned anything significantly.
Probably not, and it's probably just Mosley's ring IQ that Richardson talked about that's allowing him to make this defensive fight.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Shane is not willing to step on that gas, I can guarantee you Pacquiao is going to step on that gas in a minute. So he's going to have to be ready and prepared for that.
As Ed McMahon used to say, you are correct, sir.
And we are at the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas. 16,000 fans in attendance. 8,000 at the weigh-in yesterday.
And again, for the third time in this bout, we had heads banging together. It's astonishing, actually, there has not been a cut resulting from this. But there wasn't, and so that is good. And Freddie Roach wanted combinations from Pacquiao. And even though they're awkwardly thrown, he is throwing lots of punches. Now, a short right hand got in by Mosley, but Pacquiao putting the pressure on.
And as you mentioned, for Manny Pacquiao, his last 3 fights have gone 12 rounds. He stopped Miguel Cotto in the 12th, went 12 with Joshua Clottey, went 12 with Margarito. That probably should have been stopped in the 11th round, but he has taken some punishment as well.
Yeah, and some of those fights against Miguel Cotto, he got it with some big punches. Margarito hurt him to the body a bit. But, you know, it's not the old Manny Pacquiao that gets hit with a lot of punches as he did in those early days, fighting the likes of Morales and Barrera and Marquez.
And I personally, man, I have a great deal of respect for Sugar Shane Mosley. And, you know,
look at the power punches and Manny Pacquiao with a huge edge there.
Right there. He needs to stand his ground and fight rather than just right there. If you're going to fight, make an angle, make a move, but don't just back straight up. You're retreating.
And that's what Nazim Richardson has been asking him to do. But at 39 years old, your mind may know what to do, but can your body do it? And it looks like Shane Mosley cannot pull the trigger.
He's really wearing down here in round 8. And I agree with Antonio. We're going to see Pacquiao probably step on the gas here and really go after him, which he's trying to do in any case. But Shane Mosley is a very clever fighter, and that's why he's able to hang in there, and he's never been knocked out. That's part of the reason.
Yeah, he's really smart. He's going to know when the heat is on. He's going to know how to retreat and get out of there. But, you know, we came here tonight to see Shane Mosley lay it all on the line to become a living legend by upsetting one of the most, best champions today. And we're not seeing that.
You're 100% right. And that's on Shane Mosley.
Now Pacquiao going to the body and upstairs again. Seconds to go in the 8th round for the WBO World Championship.
And I'll tell you something.
One-sided affair, all Manny Pacquiao against Shane Mosley.
I'm sorry, Gus. I'll tell you something else. Manny Pacquiao has been just a little, his technique is not quite as good as it's been in the last few fights, and everybody's entitled to that. And so because of that, he's just not quite landing exactly the number of punches it would take to keep Shane Mosley in trouble, even though he certainly is winning every one of these rounds.
And I would say, Al, you're right. Ooh, nice right hand by Mosley. But it's hard to look good against Mosley right now because he's not fighting.
You're 100% right.
Seconds. Oh, wow. Bella Gonzalez, very concerned. And on the other side, Jinky Pacquiao, very confident look
She's one of the most popular figures along with Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines. She has quite a profile as well.
Tama na siyang pormahan. Ato lang, mutuyok siya, cut ka. Ay, sunod. Muaksyon sa sunod, hadok ka.
In great shape. He think you're going to get tired. You're not. He's starting to slow down, Shane. All that missing, he got tired.
There was a trainer many years, for a long time, named Jimmy Montoya, who I know you know, who at that time, at this point in the fight, would do exactly what Nazim Richardson would do. Lie to his fighter and say, you can do it. He would use every ounce of him to pump a guy up. Just motivate him. And that's what Nazim Richardson was trying to do. He's trying to tell his fighter, you're not tired, he's tired. But the problem is he's not getting lighting a fire under Shane Mosley.
Yeah, that was a psychology class right there. He's trying to really give Shane the confidence to go out here and take these necessary risks in order to turn the tide in this fight. But that's a big thing to ask of a person when he's in there facing Manny Pacquiao.
And the problem is it didn't look like on Shane Mosley's face he was buying into it.
No. Now we know that this fight, Shane Mosley's career, hasn't been a bigger fight than this since Oscar De La Hoya.
Right.
I mean, if he don't perform up to our expectations, where do he go? Is there another big fight out there for Shane Mosley?
Not unless he can make this a more competitive fight, and I mean big time in the next 4 rounds. There's a big right hand, or at least an attempt by Mosley.
And sometimes it's not about if you lose, it's how you lose. He has to lose good here if that's the case. There you go.
Exactly. Mosley's attacked in this round a little bit. That's all we're asking for, really. It's just the effort to attack from Mosley.
Good jab. The jab has been working really well in this round, but he has to follow that up with something.
And, you know, Manny Pacquiao is attacking in a very awkward fashion, not as efficient as he might be, but he throws a lot of punches and gets the job done, as he does there.
And this is why it's been so hard to really give Mosley around, because Pacquiao has these bursts that he throws 3, 4, 5, 6 punches at a time.
And a good straight left hand a moment ago by Pacquiao, one of his best punches.
Now body shot. Pacquiao, he goes upstairs as well. Oh, another straight left hand by Pacquiao that connects solidly on the chin of Mosley. Pacquiao trying to really speed up the tempo. Mosley, nothing on his punches.
There's the right hook of Pacquiao. It's not his best punch, but there is another one. When he throws it, it's a very impressive punch.
Yeah, he's throwing that right hook to open up that left hand.
Yes.
Because he sees that Shane Mosley's going to go straight back when he throws anything.
Right hook getting in, followed by straight left hand, backs up Mosley. 9 seconds to go.
And there's the feints again by Pacquiao.
Whatever we got.
Hey, man, you can't just keep your head still. You got to move your head.
And you got to keep taking that angle. Take that angle. Drive the right hook. Drive that fucking right hand in there. If you see the hands up, drive the right hook around that shit. The right hook before.
Well, Nazim talking about taking angles, but instead it's Mosley really just in front of Pacquiao, taking those straight left hands. And we look at it in the super slow motion to see the jab used as a rangefinder. Now, ironically, Mosley was throwing and landing a jab at the same time, which is what you talked about, Antonio, punching while Pacquiao punches. But that was a very good round for Pacquiao.
Shane Mosley 5-1 in his last 8 fights. If you're Floyd Mayweather Jr., Antonio, what are you thinking when you're watching this right now?
Well, you know, if you're going to do comparisons, you know, I think both of them was very successful against Shane Mosley, but Shane Mosley had more moments against Floyd Mayweather. He hasn't had those moments against Pacquiao. Right now, I think Floyd Mayweather should be itching in his seat. to finally step up and show the world who is the very best fighter in the world today. It's out of two people, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Who do you like in that fight?
I like Floyd Mayweather against anybody, you know, and I like Pacquiao against anybody. So, you know.
Very well put.
Politically correct.
Are you running for office like Manny Pacquiao? You know, the interesting thing is, in this fight tonight, it hasn't been the very best Manny Pacquiao, but he's done very well. And, you know, so there's going to be a lot of analyzing and post-fight reinvention of what happened, and it's going to be interesting. But there's no question about one thing, Manny Pacquiao is winning this fight.
Pacquiao said that it would be a feather in his cap as Mosley says he was headbutted. Pacquiao saying that it would be a feather in his cap to knock out Shane Mosley, who's never been stopped. Mosley now wobbling a bit. Pacquiao getting closer.
It seems like Mosley is really going for every feint, everything he's throwing. He's covering up first, and he's not punching.
And they're going to call that a knockdown.
Wow. It didn't seem like the referee was going to call it until the outside ref started counting. That was not a knockdown.
Interesting. Certainly Manny Pacquiao didn't think so.
Manny Pacquiao has been knocked down 4 times in his career, now 5.
So it was not. And it's Pacquiao trying to close the show strongly in this round to show it wasn't a real knockdown.
28 seconds to go in the 10th. Shane Mosley takes a straight left hand by Pacquiao. Pacquiao, frustrated, wants to fight. Mosley trying to find a place to hide. 8 seconds. Mosley on his fight.
Well, we have the benefit of hindsight with the replays to see, and we will see whether this looks like a knockdown. It's a missed right hand, and there's no question that was not a knockdown. There was a right hand thrown by Mosley. It just doesn't look like it landed. We'll look at it again to see if we can tell.
You know what? Pacquiao actually threw the right hand, and it seems as if right here,
yes,
Mosley just pushed him off.
No question, that was not a knockdown.
And Bayless,
I have to say, Kenny Bayless had a pretty good look at that too.
But Bayless wasn't going to call the knockdown until the outside referee started counting.
And then Manny Pacquiao, very annoyed by this, came back with some big shots toward the end of the round.
Crowd starting to get into it, sensing that Manny Pacquiao may be able to finish Shane Mosley, the 11th round for the WBO World Championship. The Pacman in blue, the champion. The challenger, Shane Mosley in black.
Manny Pacquiao's got a gleam in his eye now, and if you're wondering how well these fighters do over 12 rounds, Shane Mosley's record is 5-6-1. Pacquiao is 6-1-1. So,
and Pacquiao's going for the knockout now.
Pacquiao going for the kill.
Mosley never knocked out in his career.
And I'm kind of disturbed by the fact that Mosley, being such a great champion, he said he was in great shape, that he's in total retreat right now. Yeah. I mean, you have to give Pacquiao all the credit in the world for truly just really
right hook.
He's imposed
straight left hand by Pacquiao.
Executing his game plan tonight.
Yeah, Pacquiao's just imposed his will.
Manny, 140 to go. as the fans start to chant, knock him out. Now Mosley with the hook.
There was a counter right hand from Mosley, the kind of which he needed to throw more of in this fight.
And I'll tell you, if Nassim Richardson has figured and thought they was going to solve this Rubik's Cube, it's still
still unsolvable.
Still unsolvable.
The height and length of Mosley has given Pacquiao a couple of problems, just a little, in terms of him throwing the number of punches, but clearly it has not been enough for Shane Mosley, and with no punches coming from Mosley in this fight, it has not been enough to get him close to a win.
Ten seconds. Really disappointed in Shane Mosley. He did not come to fight tonight.
They love what Manny Pacquiao's doing.
They certainly do. He did come to fight tonight.
Manny Pacquiao in the last round, after that knockdown that he didn't believe was a knockdown, and it probably wasn't, in fact it for sure wasn't, came out with a vengeance, and not just throwing to the head, but also the body and throwing lots of combinations. That's the point about Manny Pacquiao now. He throws so many punches at you, you can't block them all.
Kind of throws, in the MMA world, a version of the Superman.
Yeah, that looks like the Superman punch. You're absolutely right. That's a really good point. And for people who don't know, it's a punch where you literally get off your feet, and Bella Gonzalez, Shane Mosley's girlfriend, not liking what she sees during that round, and who can blame her?
As Shane Mosley slowly comes off the stool for the 12th round, a lot of hugging and tapping of gloves to begin rounds in this fight. And some of the fans in attendance not necessarily appreciative of all the sportsmanship.
The chants of Manny can be heard throughout this arena. They really want him to close the show here and see if he can knock Shane Mosley out. Of course, he had him down earlier in the fight.
And, you know, he's definitely trying for the knockout.
Yes.
He's definitely giving the people what they want.
Now Mosley coming forward a bit. Mosley going down at 145 into round number 3. From a short left hand to the chin. Two minutes remaining in the WBO World Championship. Manny Pacquiao cruising. It's been hard to look good because Shane Mosley has been a defensive, retreating fighter.
And on the inside, Mosley holding a lot as he is there, trying to buy some time.
Shane Mosley looking every bit of 39 years old.
Pacquiao's punch output much less than he normally has at 534, but he landed 171, twice the number of Mosley.
But for Manny Pacquiao, he's taken 6 consecutive men who were all bigger than him in 4 heavier weight divisions and defeated them all. David Diaz, Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, Joshua Clottey, Antonio Margarito, and now Sugar Shane Mosley. Mosley hit with another straight left hand on the chin.
And a quick reminder, remember, this man started his pro career at 106 pounds. He's up to 147 fighting big punchers. It's amazing.
Right hook connects for Pacquiao.
And he's still going for the knockout. That's a great, brave champion right there.
Exactly. Manny Pacquiao looking for his 7th win against 1 loss and 1 draw in 12 rounds. And Shane Mosley 5-6-1 over 12 rounds, so his losing record will get worse, it looks like.
And I mean, my question is, who does he fight next if it's not Floyd Mayweather? He's run out of opponents. He's beat everybody.
It's true.
6 seconds to go. Manny Pacquiao continues to roll on as he will likely defeat Shane Mosley, and the fans not happy with the performance by Sugar Shane.
There were obviously places in this fight where Shane Mosley appeared to have a chance to make something happen, but would not take the risks. And for this man, Manny Pacquiao, great performance. The spirituality of Pacquiao, something that he doesn't wear on his sleeve. It's genuine, and it's something that drives him very, very much.
And knowing Manny, especially when he comes to Las Vegas, he may go perform a concert tomorrow.
He is going to perform, in fact, later tonight at a pool party at Mandalay Bay.
So you got invited, I didn't. Thanks,
I'm singing a duet with him tonight.
And the reaction from Mrs. Pacquiao, very intense outside the ring.
Concern even to the end, though, but more concern here by Bella Gonzalez, Mosley's girlfriend.
So let's take a look at the punch stats.
These numbers are really interesting and revealing. Manny Pacquiao throwing twice the number of punches as Mosley and landing twice the number. What is interesting, Antonio, is that Pacquiao threw about 400 or 500 less than we normally see him throw in a 12-round fight. Is that because Mosley was able to, as a taller man, be defensive enough?
Well, you know, he moved a lot, and he didn't really give Pacquiao those opportunities. But what's really revealing to me is 5 combos after 12 rounds.
Yes.
5 combos.
And let me tell you, we caught 1 or 2 on replays. That's about all there was 5. Yeah.
Right.
There were 2 official knockdowns in this fight. One we believe was quite legitimate, and that was when Manny Pacquiao knocked down Mosley. He would land kind of an uppercut on the inside here, and it turned out to be a very good punch. Straight left hand. I was actually straight left hand, and Mosley was in trouble, as evidenced by that. Later on in the fight, however, in round 10, it was Manny Pacquiao who would go down, although it became really obvious that it was a push. There was no punch landed. And I'm really surprised Kenny Bayless acquiesced to the outside, timekeeper and countered for the knockdowns to make it a knockdown because he had a good look.
Now let's go inside the ring and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Glenn Trowbridge, scores the bout 119 to 108. Dave Moretti sees it 120 to 108. And Dwayne Ford scores the bout 120 to 107. All 3 in favor of the winner. And still the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacman.